We got the Big Ten Championship this weekend, Michigan and Iowa. Look, we made fun of Iowa a lot throughout the season with their inability to put up a lot of points, but their defense did a good enough job to get them to 10-2. And we know Michigan 12-0 now, coming off a big win over the Buckeyes. Minus 24.5, I think you said the spread was?
Yeah, I said 23.5, 24.5.
23.5, 24. It's been wavering around there. I mean, what does Iowa have to do to be able to win this game?
Get lucky. I mean, if we're going to be honest, Michigan has to play awful on offense. You're going to have to get at least 2 turnovers, right? You're going to have to win the field position battle by a lot, and you're going to have to stop the run. Can Iowa stop the run and just say, all right, if we're going to lose this game, which we're 23.5, 24.5 point underdogs, J.J. McCarthy's going to have to throw to beat us. Because you know what Michigan's going to want to do. They're going to want to go in there and smush you, get up 10 points, get up double digits, and make Iowa try and play catch-up. This team is not built to catch up. Hell, this team isn't even built to play with the lead on offense. You're going to have to catch some breaks. And I know, David, you're going to be cautious, and I get that. Michigan's got to go play this game. You can't be looking forward to the playoff. But this is where that experience that I've talked about all year, when people are like, how do we know about Michigan? How do we know if Michigan's any good? And we sat here and said, we know who Michigan is because we've watched this core of players play for the past 2 years. This is where that loss to TCU last year ought to help you. Mm-hmm. Where you're not looking ahead, say, boys, guess what? Harbaugh's back. Last time we looked ahead, we thought we were going to be playing Georgia in the Natty or maybe Ohio State in the Natty. TCU rolled out here and found a way to beat us. So if TCU can do it, Iowa, who won the Big Ten West, as bad as it is, for sure can do it. So I'm sure Jim Harbaugh is going to utilize that. David, I just have a hard time seeing how Iowa, I'm not saying they can't score 1 touchdown. I'm not saying they may not get a pick 6 early and go up 7-0. But over time, over 4 quarters, how is Iowa going to be able to score enough points to win this game? Because as good as they are on defense, Ohio State's better on defense. And Michigan was able to score what? 30 points? Like, I just don't see it.
Penn State beat this team 31-0.
That's the one ranked team they've played all year.
Yeah.
Iowa, and they got beat 31-0. There's not I'm not going to sit up here and just try to find a way that I was going to get killed in this football game. It's the truth.
What is getting killed to you, though? Not covering? Is it like
getting killed is you not scoring points and losing by 30. Yeah. Iowa's TTP is 6.5. It's 6.5.
Wow.
That's bad. That's bad. And look, Iowa, congrats on the 10-2. You've won a lot of close games. But again, you're not playing Illinois.
Yeah.
All right. You're not about to play Northwestern. Okay. You're about to play a deep, strong, fast, pissed off, doesn't care, get off the plane, walk to your face, punch you in the face. Someone has to pull you off. You Michigan. It's Michigan versus the world right now. That's what it is. Great year, Iowa. This game is over before it started.
It's time to take your winner style to the next level. Because we all know dressing for success can help you look better and be more confident. You got to look good to play good. It's a pretty simple situation. So whether you're attending an important meeting or networking event or simply want to impress your colleagues, our friends at Indochino, they have everything you need. Business casual, dress shirts, camp shirts, blazers. Indochino offers a wide variety of options, and it's not just shirts. They have high-end suits. We've all ordered them. The ordering process is unbelievably easy. The variety of what you can get from a color and fabric standpoint is incredible, and they're going to take care of you. So add fresh layers to your winter style with Indochino. Go to Indochino.com. That's Indochino.com. Use our code BOOSTER, BOOSTER, to get 10% off any purchase of $399 or more. That's Indochino.com. Promo code BOOSTER.
I agree that Michigan could play a bad football game and still figure out a way to win this game. It was sort of how we talked about Alabama going on the road to Kentucky after that big win that they had over LSU. They could play a bad football game and still win. I do agree with that. One thing I get worried about, though, is a team coming off what I see as the biggest win in program history last weekend, right? You really had to have that one, especially with all the allegations that have gone on the past 5 weeks. And then your mindset immediately goes to, okay, what's been our biggest problem the last couple of years? The playoff, right? So you've gone from this game this past weekend to thinking about, okay, who are we automatically going to play in the college football playoff, and are we going to, blow it again this year like we did against TCU, or get blown out if we have to play at Georgia? And there's a championship game in the middle against a team with a good defense. The defense travels, who, really wants to win this game and is going to give you their best game possible. That's the only thing I get worried about.
I just think, what helps with that? Getting your head coach back. That's what helps with that. I mean, if anything, getting your head coach back after a 3-game suspension is going to make you focus more on this game, because he is going to make you focus more than because you're going to listen to him a little bit more this week, right? Because you're missing him around, right? Especially on the sideline. So I just don't see a Michigan team like even if Michigan overlooked this game, they probably could still cover.
Well, if I'm a Michigan fan, the one thing I'm worried about, I hate to even put this out there, but it's true. It's injuries.
Injuries, yeah.
It's like don't let J.J. McCarthy something happen to him in this game.
Though that's part of what I'm saying.
Yeah, like that.
I mean, JJ's not fully.
Look at Jordan Travis against North Alabama.
I know.
Dog.
I know. And you're going to be missing Zach Zinter at right guard. You're going to have to fill that piece. You know, who knows if Will Johnson, your best defensive back, is going to be able to go this week coming off the injury. You don't want to get guys injured who are banged up more injured, but you don't want to get new guys injured either. Is any part of that going to come into play? That's how I felt Michigan was playing against Maryland the week before they played the Buckeyes, and I understood it. And it was a great example of, hey, we cannot play our best game and still win. That came down to a drive.
It did, but Maryland's got a lot more pieces on offense than Iowa. I mean, Maryland's got some cats running around there on the outside that are. Iowa just doesn't have that. They got a bunch of guys named Trevor and you know Noah running around. Like, let's just be honest. So when I look at this over/under though, 35.5, can Michigan score 36 points?
I like the.
Or can they score 33 and Iowa kicks a field goal? Right.
The over/under in this game, a lot of it comes down to does a defense score? Does Michigan score on defense? Right? Does the pick six happen? Does a scoop and score happen? That's what hits the overs in this game, I think, because I do think Iowa is going to somewhat play good defense. I do. I mean, that's their staple of who they are. But sooner or later, it's like gravity, right? It's an anaconda. They're going to squeeze you. Michigan will squeeze you the entire game until you're looking up. It's halfway through the third quarter, and they're averaging 6.5 yards on the ground.
Hey, YouTube, thanks for stopping by. We decided to make a movie. Yeah, if you hadn't checked it out, go check out the trailer for Lady Ballers. It's dropping December 1st. You can only find it on Daily Wire Plus. It's the movie Hollywood's too afraid to make, but we all know is true. So make sure you subscribe.